Hi and welcome to Sea Sparkle's Corner. Today we have several dishes in mind. The first is a Tricolor Macaroni Cheese Hot Dog Casserole, and the other is Vegetable Medley. So we are going to start with, I melted a half a stick of butter in here, and we're going to take and make the topping for the casserole. Now you might think this is a bit too soon, but we want this to cool. So we're adding about, with a half a stick of butter, and we're adding 1 cup of breadcrumbs for the topping and stirring. I already melted it. I have the oven preheated on 350 and the water boiling on the stove. Okay, this is the topping for the casserole, the mac and cheese medley, and we're going to set that aside and let that cool. That's all we need with the breadcrumbs. Okay, I have a half a stick of butter melting here. I have oil heating here. I have a double boiler heating here. We have 12 ounces of Tricolor Parmesan cheese, 2 containers. I have the casserole pan already pre-greased halfway up. I have carrots, celery, which you have in the house, mushrooms, hot dogs, turkey gravy, and milk. Now, the first thing we've got to do is, we've got the butter melting, so we're going to add 1 can of evaporated milk. 1 can of evaporated milk. And the whole thing. I'm heating it on 5. Okay? And that's ready for the recycling, okay? Now, we've got to get this hot. This takes longer to prepare, okay? This has to get heated up. When this milk gets heated up, like it or not, it takes time, and we want to use a half a container of Parmesan cheese. This wasn't quite a full half. That's ready for the recycling. Between the two of these, we have a full half a container of Parmesan cheese. Okay, now we're going to heat this up. Well, the water for the Tricolor is heating up. This has to get heated up. Now, once we get this all done, there's no rushing it. Turn it down to 3. Now the Parmesan cheese will always have lumps, but with the butter, take them. This is going to be lovely, okay? We'll let that, and that water is now, this is boiling. So we're going to open up the Tricolor. See the pretty colors on it? Before we open it, we're going to just dump the whole package in there. Recycling, donations, big time. Okay? Alright. We've got all this for the recycling. Oh, a lot of recycling. Okay. Now, for our dogs, we're going to take and cut the dogs in half. And let's put them at the bottom of the pan. All right. See? Like most people nowadays, we're trying to watch our calories and reduce our meat. So, we've got that. And that's also ready for the recycling. Okay. Now, let's check everything. Like it or not, there's no rushing the cheese. Okay. Now, let's start on our vegetables. Okay. This is celery. I'm going to take 2 pieces of celery. Whole celery, okay? All right. Washing them. Okay, now take your celery, cut it down, chop it down the middle for your casserole. Fold it over. Now this is the first day I've actually used this knife. This isn't my favorite knife, but it seems to be working okay. Chop the entire celery. Now, we're going to put that right in the pan. Now let's do the same thing again. This is the start of the vegetable medley. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, the cheese sauce is done, and that can just sit over there. All right. Now let's get some mushrooms. These are whole mushrooms. Even the stems are edible. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put the remainder of the mushrooms in the fridgy. Now this is a carrot. I am.
Hey, what are you making?
A vegetable medley and a casserole. Hey, sweetie. Do you feel like chopping up some of them carrots for me? I can chop them. Everybody, you know my Dale. And introduce yourself to our friend.
I'm Kendra.
Kendra. She's like an adopted daughter of mine. We gotta get all these carrots chopped up and in there, okay? And I'm gonna add some water to those vegetables. Okay, and this is turkey gravy, and it's going to help flavor the vegetables. Gotta get all these vegetables.
Is that Alfredo?
No. That's canned milk. That's in the cheese sauce, honey. Remember the new way to cut a dog? We're doing that.
The new way to what?
To cook a dog.
To cook a dog.
Yep.
Hot dogs.
I didn't know there was a new way to cook hot dogs.
It's that casserole.
That casserole?
Yep, you'll see. You'll get to eat it. You like it. Gotta get all these vegetables.
Dang, Mom and Kendra's got the better knives.
I'm going to turn up the vegetables up to 7 so we can get them heated. Okay. Alright. The tricolor is done. And we're ready to drain it.
Tricolor Rotini.
Yep.
Let's make a sink available. Okay. We're going to drain the tricolor. And then we're going to make it into the casserole and get it in the oven while we get these vegetables cooking. Okay, ready? Remember, little tip, put it on the side. Okay.
Are we gonna rinse it with this water?
Yep. Let's put this casserole together. Put all them in the vegetable pan. All those go in this pan right here. Okay. While Dale shakes that, we're gonna mix up the Tricolor with this cheese sauce that we made. And then we're gonna put this casserole together. Okay? Let's set it right in here, sweetheart. Alright, now we're going to mix the Tricolor with the cheese sauce and the butter and all the good flavors. And now we're going to put it right over the dogs. And see the way I did it? The plan is for easy cleaning. And my dear Dale will put this soaking in some water so the cheese, I recommend you soak it in the water so the cheese don't go. And we're going to spread this Tricolor right across. And now we're going to put our breadcrumbs mixture right on top of that. Oh yeah, see? Right on top of that. Then this is going to get in the oven for cooking. And you see, the 1 cup of breadcrumbs is enough, and the way we did it with the butter and the cheese and all that good stuff makes it for easy spreading for our casserole. Now that's ready for the oven. And be careful, this oven is preheated so you don't burn yourself. Okay? I recommend that you wear protection. Okay? And we're going to put this in the oven for approximately 30 minutes while it's done. Meanwhile, we're going to get these vegetables going so that way they're done at the same time. And we've got some nice vegetables. I think we need, would you open a can of corn, honey? Let's add that to the vegetables. And let's add a can of corn to the vegetable medley. It looks like it needs some more color. And then when it's all done and cooking, we're gonna have the pleasure of eating it. Now Dale's gonna open up a can of corn and add it so we have additional vegetables.
Do I drain it first or just put it in?
We can just add it. It's got water in it. Careful for the lid. Okay. We've got to get, I'm going to turn this up to high to get this going so that way it can simmer while the casserole is cooking. Then when everything's done together, we're going to eat and we're going to join it. So don't go away. As soon as this is boiling, you could turn it down to 5 or 3 and let it simmer for the whole half hour. This is in there, and then both will be done at the same time. So don't go away. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's been 25 minutes, and the food is done. We're going to be having 6 people for dinner. So okay, now the first thing is the vegetable medley. This was boiling at high heat mostly the entire time, and look at all these lovely vegetables. See, I'm going to put a scoop on each plate. I'm going to divide it amongst the 6 people. Good thing I made plenty enough for 6 people. Especially with 3 of them being teenagers. So there's plenty. My son Dale and his 2 friends. Okay, and I made it in a non-stick pan, and a reminder, you don't use metal on a non-stick. So this lovely vegetables added flavor to it. You didn't have to add salt and pepper, because these were heated up in a turkey gravy, as you well saw, with butter and all that good stuff. And carrots, and look, see how beautiful that is? Okay, there we go. how easy it is with the non-stick to clean? And well, you know how we ladies like that? Alright, let's get our casserole up. And you better wear gloves because this is a very hot oven. Try to find a way to serve it. I can't hold this hot oven pan that came out of an oven like I did the other pan. Okay, I turned off the burners and I turned off the oven. Okay. And give everybody a bit of the casserole. And the dog came with it, new way. Alright, I'm gonna give everybody some. I'm gonna dig out a dog. Okay, now, before I go finishing serving it, let's finish up on, I'm gonna taste test it, okay? Let's first start with the macaroni and cheese casserole. Mmm, delish. And my new way of cooking a dog, right in that casserole. Mmm, heavenly. And it'll be easier for me to pick up the vegetables to make sure I get something of everything in a spoon. Mmm, oh gosh. Mmm. Delicious beyond words. And I want to thank you for joining us in C Sparkle's Corner. Love and kisses to you all and happy holidays. See you next video. Happy holidays. Bye everybody.